It's a cab cafe kind of morning, and this model comes with the under counter garbage disposals. Use my other hand because he slopped it. This is an upgrade version. Get the under counter garbage disposals. This load here is two turbine engines, jet engines I picked up in Jonestown, Pennsylvania, which is just east of Pittsburgh. And they were going out to Salt Lake City, which was going to get me out to Arizona via Salt Lake City. And then I reloaded out of Salt Lake City right away down to Mesa, Arizona with an insulation load, which worked out really well. But this is what got me there. I had to come up from Virginia to Pittsburgh, which is a little bit of a deadhead, but nonetheless the money was good enough to do it. And this footage here is Interstate 80 out in Wyoming. Now, two things here. I broke two of my cardinal rules. Number one is being up on Interstate 80 in Wyoming from October to April, but the weather window was good, and they were forecasting snow that last little bit there on the last bit of Interstate 80 in Wyoming there, which I woke up the following morning and drove out of it easy enough, but it was snowing at 5 o'clock in the morning. And actually on this stretch here across Nebraska, I'm in it. That's the second rule I broke. I ran my truck harder than I wanted to. I'm doing about 70 miles an hour here to get across Wyoming as quick as possible. Wyoming in the winters where you see these mega wrecks where they just go domino effect one into another, but I had the weather window, so I rolled the dice and I won. So we lucked out on this one. Other times not so much. I remember one season I pulled a load out of Iowa to Salt Lake City, and I looked at it, and the weather through Laramie and such showed good, but Evanston, Wyoming to Salt Lake City, they had a snowstorm sitting, and that one I ended the day up, a full day doing 3 miles an hour down the off ramp, and had to keep going through the valleys on the freeway and stuff because trucks that got slow spun out, and there they sat. It was so bad, in fact, that night they shut down the interstate, that trucks and stuff sitting on the interstate just camped out there for the night. I remember the next morning waking up and seeing them sitting up there on the overpass and stuff. Then they got the roads cleared enough where they kept on going, and of course I was going to Salt Lake City, so the roads into Salt Lake City were pretty good. This stretch here is the following day after I drove out that last little bit of snow, and this is I believe the last little bit of Highway 80 onto Highway 84 and going to Salt Lake City. This is real scenic country here. This is why I'm videoing it, because there's so much to see. You can see they got snow earlier and such like that, but it didn't affect me. So we got lucky on this run, and we got down to Arizona, and everything was just worked out just fine. So I figured we'd put this in here for you to enjoy the road footage. Worked out really well. The run went really well, and there's just it was a good run. We get these good runs like this that work out. As it is now, of course, there's no more going up on Interstate 80 this time of year. So this here coming up is the turbine engines that were up on the deck. Didn't weigh nothing, small load. Rode really, really, really well. So yeah, that's unloading. Danger and Grandma Sam. You guys want to go see Tilly and Haley? Well, Haley, I guess Sammy wants to come see you. I think Danger misses Tilly too.